Yo, what up, man? Swain back with another vid. Man, just back with another one, man. Being inconsistent, hasn't really been posting, man. So, I'm back to see, get more consistent, man. And today I want to talk about, my way too early MVP predictions. My guy SGA won it last year. And, Jokic been dominating the award. Giannis, too. There's been a lot of foreign players, man. Not a lot of American-born players that's been winning. And I think that's great for the league. Give people somebody to look forward to, somebody to inspire to be, if you're not from America. And that's really cool. So, today I'm going to talk about my MVP projections and the people that I think could win the MVP. But first off, let's start with my criteria or how I view the award. I feel like MVP lately has been just advanced analytics. A lot of advanced analytics. I think that's how Jokic won his too. It was more so of the advanced analytics than the stats. The stats was eye-popping, but I feel like a lot of the advanced analytic guys really honed in on what Jokic did and how he played for real. And I guess that affected the voters, the analysts. People at ESPN, people, independent journalists, people who have votes, they were swayed by Jokic's advanced analytics and crazy, performances. Even when he played bad, it was looked at as a good thing because of the gravity and the pressure that he brings to the rim, and all the guys that he attracts to him led to other guys being open, and I guess that made it seem like he never had a bad game. I don't agree with that. I'm not going to say a full eye test type of guy, but you got to watch the game to understand, man. I feel like record plays a big part in it too, but at the same time, I feel like record only enhances. It really just enhances. If you have the stats, you should get it. Like Russell Westbrook, he was the 7th seed, but he still won MVP because he was averaging 2K numbers, video game numbers, and I think that's how it should be. Some years it'd be tricky, but others I really like the Russell Westbrook one. But somebody like Derrick Rose, record enhanced it, record and popularity. Derrick Rose got the youngest MVP because of the media and how he was portrayed. Derrick Rose was portrayed as Chicago's hometown hero coming back to save the city, and you the first seed. Bro, that is a story for the history books, a story of fairy tales for real. That's why Derrick Rose's name is so revered in Chicago, because man, that campaign was just amazing. So, with all that being said, I guess, to sum it up, my criteria is you need a good storyline, you need stats, and record. You need to at least be in the playoffs, man. At least the playoffs. You don't have to be the first, second, third seed. You just need to be in the playoffs. So, that's my criteria, and these are the guys that I think have a good shot of winning it this year. Just to clarify, man, these are very, very early predictions. Very, very early predictions. And, I'm just trying to spice it up. I want to see these guys actually go out there and prove that they can win the MVP. And, I genuinely think they can. I genuinely think that these guys have it in them, So, let's get into it. My first guy that I think could win MVP is Trae Young. I believe that Trae Young could win the MVP. That might be a shock, but Trae Young on the team that he's on now, it's very suited for him. Dyson Daniels in the backcourt with him. He has somebody who could take over the defending load of guarding somebody like a Donovan Mitchell or even like a SGA back there. And he can focus solely on his offense. I feel like with the weapons that he have now, Trae Young can average a easy 28-12 type of guy. And if he can improve on his efficiency this year, then man, he's gonna look like a scary player. Plus the storyline, it's amazing right now. Trae Young, last ditch effort for real. This is all in for the Hawks. So if he can make this happen, then he can win that MVP, man. It might be a long shot, but I feel that Trae Young is going to go out there and surprise a lot of people. I think he's going to make a lot of people, you know, put some respect on his name. Because the past few years, I feel like Trae Young has been getting disrespected because the Hawks haven't really been winning. And, like, he's just a short player. Short players get disrespected a lot in the league, unfortunately. But with that being said, the next guy, of course, back-to-back MVP. I really think he could go back-to-back. Shai has been playing out of his mind. Like, the last season was incredible. And I know, like, preseason, but what I've seen in the preseason, he looks like he's taking the game to another level, man. His scoring is just unreal. The Thunder is still the Thunder. He could go back-to-back. He could really go back-to-back with the improvements that he's made in the maturity of the playoffs and him just getting older in general. You know, knowing the game better, knowing where to hit his teammates for open shots, and knowing his spots. I think he has a chance. And lastly, Ant-Man. It's not too much to say about Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards has been taking leaps every single year of his career. You know, he didn't come in as a great shooter. He came in as a raw, athletic prospect with good tools and good, you know, good, like, basic fundamentals of basketball. He just came in with just good, basic, strong fundamentals of basketball. Not good, basic, but strong fundamentals of the game. And he was just an athletic freak. So a lot of things that he saw in college, he really didn't have to work on for real. Because, I mean, he's just bigger and stronger than everybody. So now you get to the league, you see everybody's as big, as strong as you, and you slow down your game. You know, he's added the 3-ball. He's become one of the best shooters in the NBA. And that was not the progression for Anthony Edwards in college. People did not think he was going to get that good of a shooter. So he's become a great shooter. You know, also playoff basketball. He has a lot of playoff basketball experience. So this regular season, I expect to see a lot more skip passes from Anthony Edwards, a lot more anticipation with his passes, a little cleaner off the pick and roll. You know, off the pick and roll, he likes to just explode, but now he sees how teams are guarding him. You know, take some time, see your options, and kick out or hit the roller or hit the midi. He has a lot of options going downhill off that pick and roll. It's just about him knowing the processing his speeds to know what to do off those pick and rolls. Also, just getting the ball downhill. He gets the ball downhill great, but making the decision once you get the ball downhill is a big problem for Anthony Edwards. He gets stuck in the air a lot or stuck in just clogged situations because he doesn't want to pass out or he just can't see the pass. So working on just the little things, watching the game a little more, you know, slowing just the game down, I think would make Anthony Edwards easily the MVP for real. Easily. And it's crazy because SGA and Anthony Edwards aren't really the people that I'm worried about. It's really Trae Young. I really do think Trae Young could win this MVP. The IQ off the pick and roll is amazing. The IQ just offensively is amazing. He just has to be more efficient. You know, as a short guard, inefficiency is not an option, really. You can't be inefficient at 6 foot in the NBA. It's not going to work. Teams are going to look for bigger options, a more efficient wing, or just something better. So I think Trae Young, the biggest thing with Trae Young right now is just the efficiency. Once that efficiency comes in, he will be in that race for MVP. Those are my MVP predictions. Those are the 3 people that I'm really looking at to take that leap or just get to that back-to-back MVP. SGA is just incredible, man. He could win it. Anthony Edwards, front runner for me. Trae Young, the dark horse. He is the dark horse in here, most definitely. But I don't think that's a bad thing, though. I think Trae Young will surprise a lot of people this year with his record of his organization. I actually think the Hawks could be like a top 3 seed. Celtics aren't that good. The Celtics aren't really oh man, Jaylen Brown led team. I don't think it's gonna work. The Pacers, Hallie's injured. The only competition is the Cavs and the Knicks, for real. I mean, Magic and Philly, but I think Hawks are better. But yeah, that's what I think, man. Like and subscribe, man. I'm gonna get more consistent, man. Way more consistent.